All right, so welcome to the Friday edition of Performance Seminar. Tonight we have three performers, and our first performer is going to be Arianna, who is going to announce her piece and all that stuff. Go ahead.
I'm playing Moonlight Sonata, third movement by Beethoven.
Arianna playing the third movement of Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. All right, so I'm going to start the poll, and then we can go from there. And then if anyone has any verbal feedback, you can just raise your hand. Yeah, Matt, if you want to go ahead.
Okay, so I thought that you had good articulation. I thought that you could work on some transitions and add more dynamics and body movement.
Yeah. Anyone else? Any verbal feedback to give? Results opinion. I'll call on one more person. How about Chloe? I mean, Allison.
I think we have very good articulation, and I think we can add more movement.
Awesome. Cool. So we'll fill out the poll. So I'll wrap that up. So taking a look at the poll in terms of dynamics, you got 1 vote for 3, 2 votes for 3, 3 votes for 4, and 1 vote for 5. So yeah, in terms of the dynamics, I thought it was a little bit top heavy, definitely. Although there are some parts where you actually had like really, really nice contrast. There are some sections that felt a little bit top heavy, so I think kind of exploring like a greater dynamic contrast, greater dynamic range, definitely within this piece would be really, really important. Articulation, you got 4 votes for 4 and 1 vote for, or 2 votes for 5. And yeah, your articulation was pretty good. So I don't think there was much to say about that. Balance, you got 2 votes for 3, 3 votes for 4, and 1 vote for 5. So in terms of the balance, yeah, I think that it was pretty good overall. There were some sections where I think it felt a little like left-hand heavy. But for the most part, it was pretty well balanced. Phrasing, you got 1 vote for 2, 4 votes for 4, and 1 vote for 5. And yeah, the phrasing was pretty good for the most part, especially like some of the descending runs, and towards the end, it was really, really nice. But I think there were like a few like rhythmic troubles at some points. So and it's an incredibly technical piece, so that's completely understandable. But yeah, so I think going back and kind of working through some of those sections, I think would be really good, since it was like, I think it was more like rhythmic issues that kind of like help out on the phrasing. And then for movement, it was kind of all over with 1 vote for 2, 1 vote for 3, 3 votes for 4, and 1 vote for 5. So yeah, so the movement was, I mean, I think it was okay, but I think definitely with this piece, with the amount of like movement musically, I think expressing it will be a really, really big thing through like through a little bit, adding in a little bit more movement overall. Yeah. All right, so I have those saved.